Hello everyone, my name is Chanakshi Mendikar and today I will give a demo on packaging. So let's start. The use of packages in Stripe integration payment system. Let's see. Last time we see big bucket Stripe integration system, how it works. And now today we will see about package. Okay. So first let's see about package structure. Okay. So what is the package structure? We already know all the Java classes that we write that belong to base package. That is called package structure. Like, let's see here in our Eclipse tool. Open. Just wait for a moment. Okay. You just see there are base packages. Base package. So in Eclipse, so what is our base package? You can see here package com.hulk.payments.controller. This is our what? Base package. This is our Hulk com.hulk.payments. This is our base package. Okay. So let's see here. com.hulk.payments. Okay. This is our base package. You can see here com.hulk.payments. Okay. So now, when we are going to build layered application, okay, in our this project, here is our stack provider create section. So in this application, we are going to build layered application. So in layered application, we differentiate classes using package structure. Okay. So in this layered application, we differentiate classes using package structure. So here we can see source main Java. Here is our packages. You can see here com.hulk payment. This is our base package. Then here are constant package, controller, HTTP package, Pojo package, service.helper package. So we can see here, we are going to see all these packages today. What are these and how it going to be used in our application. Okay. So first we can see, we are going to see controller dot controller. Okay. So in this controller classes, all the controller of our services, we can store here all the controller of our services. Okay. So here are going to be form dot. This is how it looks in our tool. Okay. You can see here. Com dot higher dot payments dot controller. This is our controller package. In this controller package, we we are going to store all the controller of our services. Okay. Then comes up, then comes dot service. Okay. Then comes dot service package. So in this dot service package, we are going to store all the basic logic. In this, we are going to store all the basic logic of our code. Okay. Then comes dot DAO, or you can call this like dot repository. Dot repository. Okay. So in this package, we are going to store all the DB logic. Okay. All the DB logic. We are going to store here. Then comes okay, well, the controller talks services via interfaces. So here you can see the controller can be, Oi. Okay, you can see here the controller talks services via interfaces. And also, I just see controller can be talks here the service via interfaces, and also services can be talked to DAO via interfaces. Okay, so controllers can be talk services via interfaces, and services also talk DAO via interfaces. Then if you have two Java classes, then the services are talking to each other. If you have in your project two Java classes, then the services can talk to each other. Services can talk to services directly. Okay. Then comes dot services dot interfaces package. Okay. In this package, you can store all your interfaces. You can store your interfaces. Okay. Then comes up service dot implementation. Service dot implementation. In this package, you can store all the implementation of interfaces. All the implementation of interfaces. Okay. So this only for ease of understanding. So these are the all packages. Why are we going to see this? For ease of understanding of packaging. How the packaging are built and how we can use the packages. Okay. So in our project, we are going to have only three main packages. Okay. In our project, we are going to have only three main packages. Okay. That are first is controller. First one is dot controller. Okay. Second one is dot services. Dot service. Then third one is dot DAO or repository. Okay. So these are the three main packages that are we are going to use in our projects. Okay. Then internally there will be a n number of sub packages. Okay. So there could be in our project, these are main packages and there could be n number of sub packages. So the controller have sub packages 3, 4, 5 or infinite. Also service can also have infinite sub classes and also this depot package also have n number of subclasses. Okay. So it's for only each of grouping related classes together. So we are seeing this for only grouping related classes together. Okay. So there are also more packages that is first ups dot config. Okay. In the dot config, we are going to store all the configuration. Okay. All the random classes. Random classes we are going to store in dot console. Okay. Then comes dot util In the .util, we can store in this package utilize logic for the example date, conversation or formats. Okay. In the util package, we can store utilize logic. For example, it is conversation. Conversation logic we can store in .util or formats also can store in .util packages. Then next comes a constant dot constant package. So in the dot constant package, all the constant value can be stored here. Okay. All the constant value can be stored here. Like we should not do hardcore coding. Okay. So in the our project, we should not code hardcore coding like a lengthy code. So we are going to use constant like public, static, string, day, padding equal to padding. Padding. Okay. So how can we set a value as a constant? We have to put here after the static, we have to put here final. Okay. So if we put here final key, so it will be constant. Okay. This value will be constant. Public static final string date ID for the side. Okay. So we can't do hardcore coding. So for this, we have like this coding. It is simple as well. Okay. Then comes dot exception package. Okay. In this package, all the exception handling related classes can be stored. All the exception handling classes can be stored. The next one is dot security. So in this package, all the security related code can be stored. Only security related code can be stored. Okay. Then comes dot HTTP. Dot HTTP. Okay. It should be small. So in the dot HTTP package, these are going to use for making HTTP calls to another services. If you creating some Java classes, okay, these are going to be used for making HTTP calls to another services. Another service as you creating some other classes, Java classes. Okay. So this HTTP package can be used for this. Then comes okay, these are the all the packages. Okay. You can see here dot service, dot demo dot controller services. So services can be called DAO via interfaces. So there are also services dot interfaces package. Then dot services dot implementation package. Okay. And we have seen there are only three main packages, that is dot controller, dot service, and dot depot. And also there are many packages we can create to store their different yes. Okay. Well, we have another aspect. Last time we talked about that. Okay. So in last time we have talked about model view controller. So in the model view controller, we are going to see today model. Okay. So model. What do you mean by model? Model. But by data. Okay. So for our project. So the data means nothing but simple Java classes. Okay. So the data is nothing but a simple Java classes like my Java. Okay. Here data like the value A1. Yeah. Okay. This is a simple class. So this class we are going to call as a data. So the data is nothing but a model. Model is nothing but data. Okay. So let's see here. So we talk about earlier we talk about model. Model is data. So let's see now. Here is our microservices. What is this? This is our microservice service. Okay. And this is some process. Okay. Some process or some one like client and process. Okay. So this These are going to be called our microservices in which form? In JSON form. Okay. Then some process going to be request to our microservices. Then our microservices give them a response. So we are going to give them a response in which form? In the JSON. So JSON form is JSON and JSON string. Okay. So some process going to be request to our microservice, and then our microservice gave them some response. But how did this happen? Okay. So there will be some object, Java object, okay, that is calling our microservices. For calling, there is also our Java object. Java object. Okay. Then here is some process, here is some process, and then create. We have also for the response some Java object also. Okay. So this Java object for the response gave them that process response in JSON string format. Okay. How this happening? You can see here in our project in payment controller.java package. You can see here we already code for the here is a request body. Here is a request that we are passing the object in this, and here is also payment response that we create a object for that, some Java object for the request and for the response. So this is like this. Okay. Java object, and this is Java request. Request. Then there is also comes other services or other process that are, let's suppose this is DB. Okay. So this process request us, and now our system also request another process. Okay. So our system going to request this living process. Okay. So there will be also some, for making this request, there will be also some Java object. Okay. Then there will be also some external service. This is external service. Let's suppose this is external service one. Okay. And there will be also some other service. So this is external service. Okay. So we are going to make this external service request to this external service and they gave us response. Okay. Also, we are going to make this external service one request and they are going to give us a response. Okay. So for this making this external service request, we have to create also here Java object. For this, we are going to use also Java object for request and also for the response. Okay. Also, we have to create another Java object for request and response for the external server one. Okay. Object and for the response. Okay. So you can see there are multiple types of Java object. Okay. So our Java object is different at every layer. We need that creativity, which object structure is for which use case. Okay. So we have to decide that which object structure is for which process. Okay. So let's see in also in our system there are two process. Okay. This process, this is M1, M1, and this is M2. Okay. So this is calling, M1 is calling to M2. Okay. M1 is calling to M2. For this, also there is an object for the calling, that is obj dot M2. Okay. So how this is calling M2. Okay. So we need that the creativity, which object structure is for which use case. We have already seen this object for this object for this. So we have seen we have to create for each request and each response different object, different Java object. Okay. So for the all the request and response Java object, there is a Pojo class, Pojo package. Okay, there is also Pojo package for the all the request and response Java object. Okay, so we are going to store all the request and response Java object in .pojo. Okay, so we are going to store in .pojo package. Okay, all these different type of Java object we are going to store in .pojo package. Okay, then within the service you want to pass some data. Okay, within the service you want to pass some data. This is the service and we are going to pass some data from M2 from A1 to M2. So that will be stored in .dto package. .dto. .dto package. Okay. .dto package. Within a service, you want to personally pass some data. So you are going to go .dto package. Okay. Then if you want to work with DB and need some Java classes, okay, here you can see there is also Java object, okay, and your microservice want to work with DB database. So this data will be stored in which package? In the dot entity package. So if you want to work with DB and need some Java classes, so you have to create dot entity package and store in this. Okay. So this is how the microservices work with other processes with Java object. Okay. And you can see here dot entity. So if you want to work with DB and need some Java classes, then you can use dot entity package for storing this data. Okay. So these are the all packages. These are the package structure. All you can use with your project. You can see here I have used dot constant package, dot controller, dot HTTP, dot Pojo, dot services, implication, dot service interfaces, and dot util. You can see here I have already stored many subclasses. See, you can see constant. Here is a subclass constant.java. Then controller. Here is a controller subclasses that is addition controller.java, payment controller.java. These are the subclass. Subpackage. Okay. So I hope you can understand. I hope you have understand the packaging, how it works, how how can be it used. Okay. So this is how we work with Java object. So I hope you understand. And now for now, I take my leave and bye for you. Thank you.